think Carol Harris moved here from New Hampshire, and she was very involved for 20 or 30 years, and she wanted to continue it. So she found some teachers and started teaching people here. So I just took it upon myself to talk to friends, and we started raising money. And you know, if you sit around the breakfast table or the lunch table and you say, hey, you know, there are people who want to learn to speak English better, and it's in our benefit to do that. We would like to do that. That would be a great thing to do. That we did. So we raised the money for the books, and then we raised the money, and I went out and I printed, I had the copies of the tests that they take. I printed 100 at Staples. What was that? Nothing, no problem at all.
Right.
So, but then I started thinking, well, you know, we need a group of people. The ones who are teaching the language is different from the ones who are teaching them how to take the test. Because there are different ones you can speak English, but then you need geography and you need other directions.
I have worked for years with refugees where we lived before, and I missed it sorely when I came here. And I thought, this is another opportunity to share our American culture, especially with citizenship, and to give them a feeling of belonging.
Was some of the people to fill out the 36-page questionnaire that you have to fill out before you can even apply for the test. You do that. That's the application for citizenship. You ask to take the test, but you have to fill out this long, complicated form. You have to tell every place you've ever lived. I couldn't do that. I don't remember how many places I lived as a baby or one of those. It's a really nasty sort of thing. Who are all your relatives? What are all the jobs you ever had? I mean, it's really hard, so you need somebody to do it. And the question is, everything has to be just right, or you get thrown out. The checks have to be a single check, because the checks get separated. And then you haven't paid enough, and it's very one right hand doesn't know what left hand.
We are very much a community here at Linden Ponds, and we have about 800 employees that work for us in various capacity, from food services to health aides, etc. And when I learned that some of them would like some help improving their proficiency in English, I readily volunteered. In my prior career, I was a lawyer and did a lot of talking and writing, so I love working with some of these employees who are trying to improve their English as a way to give back to them for taking such good care of us.
First, English as a second language, and now also citizenship. My student has sent in her application, and she is actually today being fingerprinted. So she's very excited, very excited. And English language students that I have, she is so interested. She comes from work at 3 o'clock. She's dead tired, but she won't miss it.
Well, it's been an honor to be a part of this program. I've been with Linden Ponds a little less than a year, and I've never worked for an organization that had such an amazing program, and I'm so proud to be a part of it. My role in this program is that I coordinate all of the moving parts between the employees that are interested in taking part in the program, the residents who are teaching, and the managers to try to make the schedules work for everybody. And I really think that this program is a shining example of how we really live our mission here at Linden Ponds, and I'm so proud to be a part of it.
I've learned about the Cape Verde community here. I didn't even know where Cape Verde was, but and also what their life is like. We receive so many benefits from the employees here at Linden Ponds, and it's valuable for me to know who they are and what their lives are all about and how we can work together better.
I was very happy to get to know her and to get to know a little bit about the Cape Verdean population in Brockton. That was an education for me, and that's a very close-knit, family-centered group of people that I was delighted to get to know a little bit more about and delighted to get to know a little bit more about Nadia and her family. The other thing I want to say is that Linden Pond, the life at Linden Pond, has given me an opportunity to do something that I consider a valuable contribution, and that's very, very rewarding for me.
First, I would like to say thank you for inviting me here today. And I would like to say thank you to Eileen. She was my instructor, and she was there for me anytime that I call her. She was so helpful, and words fall short to express how grateful I am. And this was a great opportunity for me and for my family. And it's hard when you live in this country and you don't have you live in the country and you're living you have no rights. So now after I got my citizenship, I got rights.
Nadia enriched my life. I enjoyed every minute of it. And I want to say we laughed a lot.
Oh, yeah.
We did. We laughed a lot. We had a good time and learned a lot. I learned a lot too.
I'm working with Mr. Arthur Bonneau, working with the civics questionnaire, the 100 questions. And Mr. Bonneau is very informative, very thorough, reviewing all the American history and civics questions with me. I'm learning a lot about American history in terms of meeting once a week, spending an hour each time we meet at the library helps me, really understand the whole process. In terms of the application process, I'm working with Mr. Neil Smith, and he's been very helpful going through step by step, reminding me about making sure we don't miss any questions. We make sure that we fill out every single detail that needs to be done.
The first thing I learned is English is a very difficult language to teach and understand. And I've also learned that proceeding to the citizenship application process is very tedious. The application itself is 38 pages long. And you have to have quite a proficiency in English to understand the questions, let alone the answers. So I'm delighted that I can help them wade through this 38-page application.
My wife and I are both permanent legal residents, and we're thinking of applying this year or the beginning of next year. So when I learned about it, I was very happy. I'm appreciative that the community, including management and the residents of the community, are very helpful in terms of encouraging the employees that are from different countries to become U.S. citizens. So very pleased with it, very appreciative of the help that's available for us.
I've worked with many, many, many people that I was tutoring, and the big thing is they're so grateful for the chance to learn, to belong, to be respected, and talk about respect. I taught for years and years here in the United States, and the respect that you get from these citizens, these immigrants, is 1,000 times more respect than you get as a teacher here.
Thanks to the generosity of our residents, we have contributions from our residents to the citizenship program, which assists our students to pay the $680 application fee to become citizens. And Nadia was the very first recipient of that financial help. And so we're very proud of that.
It's good. It's really good. People without a lot of money or people with enough money that can write a $100 check. The difference is the giving in your heart.
Yep.
You want to help somebody who wants to be a citizen.
Just being involved with internationals has opened up my world. It's easy at our age to get isolated. And that's something I don't want to be. So meeting people from different countries, from different cultures, has been a great benefit to me.